Good morning and welcome to another episode of the most wonderful newsletter you ever get every week. Tactical tips brought to you by the Independent Dealer Podcast and our great friends at NEO. Again, if you are trying to qualify and trying to underwrite yourself, you are doing it wrong. Take it from someone who did it for 35 years that way. It doesn't work. There are new sets of data out there that you aren't using, and NEO will help you get there. So check NEO out. They'll help you. They've helped me. All right, this week we're going to talk about your physical location. And we all think, hey, you know what? It's my store. It's what I do. It's clean. It's fine. Whatever. Well, your store probably is not as clean as it should be. And you say, well, how do you know that, Luke? You've never been to my store. Well, I've probably been to 100 plus independent dealer stores, and I can tell you I've been to some that are immaculate, and I've been some that I wouldn't buy a car from. So these are 5 tips that you can use to try to do something a little better than what you're currently doing. So first thing I want you to do when you roll up Monday morning, instead of parking in your normal parking spot, go pull up to your store like a customer would do. And once you do that, write down what you see right then. Because what you're going to see is things that you thought were clean but aren't, or things that you thought that you asked somebody to take care of that getting taken care of. It could be simply as moving some brush away from the store, or pulling up some weeds that you asked somebody to do. But all these things go hand in hand with how customers look at your dealership, and you want to make the best impression you can the first time. Old commercial from years ago. You don't get a second chance to make the first impression, and we want to make the first best impression that we can. And always do this after you come back from vacation. You'll really see a difference then. Next thing, ask a friend to stop by and look around your dealership, because different eyes reveal different reactions. You may see the store as your Taj Mahal, but someone that's your friend may pull up to your store and go, you know what, Luke, it's just not really what I want to see. It's not aesthetically pleasing to me. And so the more people you can get to give you fresh eyes and to give you a different perspective, the better your store will be. And then you can make changes to make it better. And number 3 is something I don't really want to talk about, but it's called the wife test. So most of us are probably married, your wife or your husband, whoever, but it's not their store, it's your store 90% of the time. So get your wife to pull up like a customer and get her to really nitpick what your store looks like, because she or he, they're going to give you a different perspective altogether. And I promise you, they won't pull punches like your friends will do. Not saying all your friends will pull punches, but your wife, your husband never pulls punches. So let's do the wife test. Number 4, and after you've done those things, what you also want to try to figure out is, does your location match your branding and your advertising message? Because truly, your location has to look exactly like your online advertising, just like your print advertising, just like your TV advertising. Because if it doesn't and someone pulls up, all of a sudden they're going to be like, uh-oh, I'm in the wrong place. You don't want that to happen because you spent a lot of money to get them there. The last thing sounds so simple, and some of you probably can't afford it, some of you can't. If you can't afford it, go a different route. But hire a cleaning crew. Once a week, come in, top to bottom, get it clean, because it's a very high traffic area. If you see anything like my store, people are walking in and out, leaving things on the floor. You got to have it. You got to clean the bathrooms every week. You got to mop every week. You got to vacuum every week. You got to do all these things, because if you don't, customers are going to walk in, come to your bathroom and be like, yeah, I'm not buying from them. So also yard maintenance. Hire a yard maintenance crew to blow the lot off, to pull the weeds, to do all these things. Also to paint the curves. All these things make a huge difference. Makes customers want to do business with you once you got them there, and you pay a lot of money to get them there. So guys and girls, I hope this helps. We'll see you next week. Good luck selling.